Hey everyone, welcome back to the Hardcore Fab Shop. Today's video, we're getting started on our new build series with the square body Chevy pickup that I introduced you guys in the last video. This is going to be the first video in the build series on the truck, and Connor is actually out there right now working on it. He's stuck outside working on it. Luckily the weather's not too bad or anything, but I don't have quite enough room in here in the building yet to get in here. So he's outside wrenching on it right now. We'll go out there and check on him here in a second. I also want to go ahead and give you guys kind of a layout of what it is that I think I've got in mind for this build. I think it's going to be a pretty awesome build, and we are going to kind of do it kind of on a budget. I'm not going to say that it's a complete budget like junkyard build, but at the same time, I think for the level of truck that we're going to be building, I think you'll be able to see that this is definitely a budget build for the level of truck that we're going to try to build out of this thing. So with all that said, I guess I should get you guys outside here and we'll check on Connor and see what's going on. So how's it going?
Bolts don't want to come off. I swear they're like rust welded all the way through, 100%.
Yeah?
Yep, I'm on the last one though, so hopefully another like half hour.
Half hour you'll get it?
Maybe. Yep, maybe.
Oh yeah, that sounds good. Sounds great.
Yeah.
It's gonna look so much better without this bumper on the back of there.
Oh yeah. You're one of them like chrome actual step bumpers, like one that's on my bed, on my truck.
I was thinking roll pan.
A roll pan. Well, I guess if you're lowering it, that would be good.
Yeah.
That would be alright.
Yeah. Before you get that bolt out all the way, did you get the wire loose on the tag?
No, I did not.
So
Stuck on these bolts, I forgot about that.
Probably ought to do that.
Probably.
You got everything loose on here, you think?
I think so.
Except for the core support out of there. I mean the condenser out of there.
None of those hoses are connected to it. Those are wires. Those are running through that condenser.
Cool. Connor's still got a lot of cleaning left to do out there on that frame, but it's starting to come together, and everything came apart really good on this deal, so I'm really liking where we're at with it so far. Now, you guys got to keep in mind that he is only working on this thing like 3 hours a day after he gets out of school, so this might take a little longer than what you would expect it to on videos for this truck, so just bear with us on that. It's not like our regular build where I'm able to put, 10 or 12 hours a day working on something in it, plus his 3 hours. So I'm trying to keep it mostly for him to do while I'm still doing a bunch of other stuff with our new building, trying to get it to where we can get a new shop and have a lot more room and not have all this. So just keep that in mind while you're watching the videos. All right, so let's talk plans for the truck. So I think we're probably about done tearing it down, at least at the moment for right now. I don't want to do a complete frame off restoration on the truck, but at this point right here with the cab still on the frame, that's probably about as far as we're going to go, and that's going to still allow us to get, the frame even underneath the cab and all that stuff is pretty accessible, so we'll be able to get everything underneath there all cleaned up good. We'll be able to clean up underneath the bottom of the cab, so that'll all be cleaned up really good, and that's going to give us a really good base to start with here on our build, on our truck. So we are going to do some suspension work on it. Everything here gets modified. Nothing gets left stock here for the most part. So it's 2-wheel drive, it's got to go down. That's just is what it is. That's the way it works around here. If it's 4-wheel drive, we'll go up, obviously, but this one's 2-wheel drive, so it's going down. I think I'll keep it a fairly modest lowering job on it. I mean, I thought about doing bags, but then the next thing you know, you're doing bags, then I've got to go all the way down. We can't just go part of the way down. So now we're talking about reworking most of the chassis so that we can be able to put the rockers on the ground, and that turns into a whole nother ball of wax. So we're going to stay away from the bags on this build. No bags, so that's going to keep it a static drop, and to keep it a static drop that's going to look good, but then still be, on the low side. I'm going to plan on doing a 4-6 drop on it. So that'll involve axle flip in the back. It's going to involve springs and spindles in the front, and that's pretty much it, I guess. We'll C-notch it, obviously, in the back. So Fab Shop, we're not going to buy a C-notch kit, so that's part of our deal here. We'll make one of those. That'll help keep us on a little bit of a budget. The axle flip in the back is also going to help keep us on a budget because we're not buying a lot of stuff to be able to do that. We will have to buy shocks and things like that, of course, obviously, but I'm trying to keep everything we're buying to a minimum. We're going to shop. We're going to do a lot of shopping on this build to be able to find all the parts that we're looking for at a decent price. Also with that, I will go ahead and give you guys links to all that stuff as we buy stuff and as we put stuff on the trucks, so you guys can see, what kind of deals we're getting on things, and also help you guys out if you've got one of these trucks that you're wanting to build, to be able to find the same parts that we've got at a decent rate. So we're doing that, and then we've got to get a new motor in it. It did come with the tranny that was good in the truck, so we're going to reuse that transmission. We're cleaning it up. We're going to put some seals in it and all that kind of stuff, but it was a working, functioning transmission to begin with, so I don't see any reason to replace it. Motor-wise, we've already purchased a motor, and it's actually, you can barely see it on the floor over there. So it's over there, and we don't have much to do to it. It's a pretty clean motor, fairly fresh from what I understand, and I think we'll have minimal stuff there to do to it to be able to get it running, and that's going to be a big plus. We're in that at a decent price, so we're good there. I found some stuff at Swap Meet that's going to help us out with some of the budget stuff on that. We've got a intake that I bought at a pretty good price and some other parts and things that are going to go on the motor that's going to be helping us out there on our budget as well. So we've got that all to deal with. Everything underneath the hood, I want it to be really clean and really nice looking under the hood. I think that is a big plus when you pop the hood on something and everything is clean. Everything's organized, all the wires are in place where they need to be and all that kind of stuff. So that is going to be our goal with this truck there under the hood, is to make everything just super clean and nice and organized. And I think also to that extent, the wheel wells that are in the truck, the inner fenders on that truck were there, but they had been patched in the past at some point or another, because those things are notorious for rusting out. One of the first places that they usually start rusting on those trucks. So somebody in the past patched those, and I think what we're going to do is get some new ones of those, and we're going to color match those on the inside of the truck white to match the outside of the truck. So that will make it really pop underneath the hood. So that's pretty exciting right there. That's going to make everything with all the other stuff that I've got planned to go on the motor and in that engine bay really look good. So that's going to be the under the hood. On the outside of the truck, I think we're going to stick with the white paint. It's a little on the boring side. I like white. White's clean, nice looking, in a lot of situations. Now, if it was the white and the red or the white and the blue that these trucks are, it would pop a lot more, and it would be, it just visually, is a better truck, in my opinion. But we have brown interior, and we have really pretty good brown interior. So I'm kind of going back and forth on that a little bit there. We'll see how this all plays out in the end, whether or not we change anything up on all that. So don't hold me to it on the interior and the paint just yet. We still got a little bit of time before I have to finalize and say exactly what it is we're doing there. But for now, we're probably going to be white with brown interior, because that's what we've got. So there's that. Wheels and tires. Got some wheels and tires picked up yet, or I've already picked up some wheels and tires. I haven't shown them to you guys yet. Probably we'll just skip that for this video. You guys can see them later on, but we do have some wheels and tires that I got that are fairly new, but they are used, so got those at a decent price as well. Also helping us out with our, whole budget build thing we got going on here. So that kind of gives you guys an idea of what we're doing here. I noticed I never showed you guys in the past there that we had a tailgate for the truck. I've got that actually pulled off and sitting inside there in the corner in the office, because it's a nice tailgate and those things are easy to pop off and steal. So we do have one of those. Trying to think if there's anything else that I haven't covered yet. I think for the most part, we're pretty well good, and that kind of gives you guys an idea of where we're going to be going with all this stuff. So yeah, stay tuned and keep an eye out for the next video on it, and we'll go from there, I guess. Thank you guys for watching. Appreciate it, and I'll see you guys next time.